Welcome to From Pain to Power, where over here we choose ourselves, we love ourselves, and we trust ourselves. Because when you choose yourself, you're going to choose yourself because you love yourself. And when you love yourself, you are going to trust yourself. We're still in our Embodied Truth series, all right? We've talked about embodying self-trust. We've talked about embodying peace after chaos. We've touched on hypervigilance and the role that plays on the nervous system and what that looks like, okay? We've talked about the feather phase, which is just gentle integration, applying those things we've learned, the self-trust, the peace after chaos, how that looks in integrating those things into our life. We've talked about embodying abundance without forcing, striving, or coming from a place of desperation. And now we're talking about embodying divine timing and being divinely led and what that looks like. And in this particular episode, we're going to be talking about trust and how that looks like presence and not prediction. Okay? Remember, you don't need to know when. When you're being divinely led, it's trusting yourself, it's trusting spirit, the divine creator within you, your higher self. We're not moving because we're urgent or we feel like we have to do something in order to be recognized, in order for approval, okay? We're moving as led when we feel that energy say, now is time, because we're trusting ourselves, right? You need to be able to be present in the now in order to recognize that, okay? Remember, we're not going too far into our future. It's okay to have goals, okay? And to want to strive, but we don't live over there. Remember, there's just as much pleasure in the journey as there is in getting to the destination. And if we're focused on the destination, we're forgetting about all the amazing things that we learn about ourselves and that we see in ourselves in this journey. There is power in our stillness. There is power in our now, in our present moment. Okay? Presence keeps you on the path time can find. When you're staying in the now, we're not running all over the back, right? Because we talked about we're not being too far ahead. We just talked about being too far back in the past, living in there, making decisions from our past, because that's where our chaos and our dysfunction was. We only need to go back there to forgive ourselves, forgive others, see how far we've come, and see what spirit shows us is the next thing that we need to work on in this healing and self-love journey, all right? There is power in the present moment. There is power in loving the journey of getting to the destination. You're going to miss so many of the things that you're healing. You're going to look up one day and be like, oh my God, because you were focused on the destination and not in the presence of now. I love you.